Okay, Mr. Perfect. It's 2020 in the evening. Hang on. Okay, well, it's 2021 now. Maybe 2020 or 2021 means something to you. 14 on my timer, though, as I look down. Storage is 2529. I have always said, I've got a bubble in my throat. That's not what I've always said. But I have always said, if I'm wrong about something, I will publicly apologise. Mr. Perfect, Mr. I'm going to cover every single song I possibly can because I don't know why. Yeah. Well, because you're very good at covering songs, and we know this. We know this. That's a fact, regardless. And as I've said all along, you know, if someone's skill is a skill, the talent is a talent, regardless of what I think of them personally or not. However, I'm very much hoping that I read something wrong the other day. I'm very much hoping the fact that that video was sing because you're not going to do what I've accused you of doing. And babes, if I'm wrong, then I'm sorry, right? I'm sorry. Always. Especially to you. For some of it. For some of it. But in particular, this bit of it. Because I don't know why this whole weight energy is happening. As in, not weight as in heavy. Oh, 151 on my timer. Hang on. Heavy. Oh, Chester, for goodness sake, child. Keep dragging around. What's bringing me down? If I just let go, you'll be set free. Yes, sweetheart. Let's just put that aside right now. If you could, yes, that heavy of yours. I remember the first day I sensed that heavy. It was like, what if someone, I didn't quite understand, and then the dreams they came, you know, and that dream where you're in the water, I've got to tell you, there's been two other times I've been scared for a person like that. One was 257, my timer. One was my neighbour, James, if that's what his name was. You know, I had this odd feeling, and I had to go through my garden to get to him. I had to go through the blood in my garden from my ducks, that it worked out that he was the one all along, or his family all along, were the ones that were doing certain things. 033 on my time, that were doing certain things to me. 333 now, because I was a life past one. Apparently. Stepped into the role beautifully, though, whether I am or not. I had to go through the blood in the garden that I still hadn't cleared up because it was just so sore. Because my ducks, I loved them. I just loved them. Slip and Slap, their names were. And I had to walk through I'd ignored it for days, but I had this funny feeling there's something was wrong with him. And there was. He was on the floor when I finally got out of my garden through into his kitchen, or the kitchen, I should say. He was on the floor, and he had brain fluid coming out of his nose. And then before then, it was John. When I was about 15, almost 15, had this funny feeling. And my eldest dad, John, 435, 436 on the timer, 437. I mean, yeah, he was a bit of a... But anyway, I was streets and streets and streets away, and I was supposed to be seeing him later on that day, like hours later. And the sheer panic just suddenly came across me. And All this is real life, by the way. It's not like in the dream with you or at the where I came to see you, if it was you or whoever was there. This day with John, I had this massive panic, and I just started running. I ran out of my friend's house and just started running. I was running down George Street. There was Union Street, and I was meant to be meeting him at the seafront later on that day, but something told me hours before, just run. Just get out of your friend's house and just run down George Street. So I did. And I found him beaten on the floor. It was horrible. But when I think about it, when I really think about it, nothing actually, I don't think is, well, there was the day as well with so-called James that, you know, when I got that phone call, 05596601 on my timer, you know, the day I got that phone call and someone told me, you know, that he was dying in another country. And the funny thing is, the person that they said was there, they said the word Chrissy and they said it like he said it. But almost like it had been, like, I don't know, recorded and played or something. I don't know. I had to make a decision that day. Do you remember? I had to decide, am I going to get really super anxious, which I did for a while. And then Alex dropped in, oh, I think you're worried about nothing. And I saw the look on her face that day and I thought, hang on. Now I'm really sure that you're here for a reason, Miss Polish Alex. I adored her. It's a shame. It's a shame she did to me what she did, and to my son. 070701 on my timer. But then there was you, sir. That dread. That dread that I had. Oh, the battery power has just gone to 5%. So, and in my dream, I don't think I've ever been as panicked for anybody, even in real life, as I was frantic in that dream, just trying to get those two, I want to say men, I don't know, I still can't remember whether you introduced them to me that day as your, what members of family they were. All I remember is, well, there was a big shiny sign behind you, and it was either Catholic church or Catholic school. I don't really want to revisit that dream, to be honest, but then I do, because it's the only time I see you. But if you haven't covered, just let me tell you this. Please don't ever bleed out like that in real life, in my lap. I mean, I would obviously let you, but please don't ever do that, because it was real to me. It was really real to me. Very, very real. And you'll know if you've got some sort of recording device in my house or whatever, you'll know damn well that I couldn't even speak about it for 2 or 3 days, and those tears, I even down when I think about it. I can't bear it. But this song that I said the other day, for fuck's sake, don't cover it. Because for some reason Glitcher wants you to wait. I don't know why. I really don't, I swear. On anything you want. I swear on your life, sir. I don't know why. Glitcher says you absolutely should do it, but not under these circumstances. Or what was it you said, Glitcher? Not under these circumstances. Or, see, what are you doing, you dickhead? Stop it. Not you, sir. My Glitcher, he, But anyway, if you have not covered that song, or if you have covered it and maybe uncovered it and chosen a different one for this week or last week or next week or whatever, I promise you, firstly, I apologise. I apologise. I apologise. It's not difficult for me. Not at all. It really isn't. Because I think you're worth it. I think anybody's worth it. If someone's wrong about a person, place, a thing, I think the other person is worth having an apology, right? You are no exception to that rule, sir. Never mind, I'm not going into that. You don't deserve that much either. I'm not going to go into that bit. But if I was wrong about that, then I apologise. I can't tell you why he wants you to wait. I can't tell you when the right time is. I really don't know. I really don't. But if you haven't done it, or if you put it on pause or hold or whatever for now, firstly, I'm grateful, thank you. Secondly, firstly, I apologise. Secondly, I'm grateful. Very grateful. There is no thirdly. Hang on, Glitcher, is there a thirdly? Nope, there is no thirdly. That's the time. It is 10:56, 10:57 on my timer, and that makes it time to go. I'm going to show you something there, actually. 11:10, 11:11, interesting. I'm just on a video, mate, hang on. 11:11, interesting. You know, I don't know what it is about that place, but they do have like a lot of 144 in that place, don't they? Oh my gosh. This just now, that's not what I saw. What I saw was Mo. That's what I saw. There's a mole and a vole. No, sir. There's a mole, not a vole. Anyway, I have to